actually happy because I feel like I'm riding good. I feel like the bike's working good in some places, but also I have not a great feeling with the bike in a couple areas, and if we can fix that area, then I'm really confident we can be right there. So again, it's one of those things that, you know, like we're in the top 5, so I got to be happy with that. And then you know, that half second, I know it's in the bike. We just got to find it. And with so many changes that you can make with the bike, you don't always know if you're going to go the right direction and do that. But the bike is there. We can see with Jorge, the bike's fast around here. And I know from what I'm feeling with the bike that we can improve it. We got to do it. And if we can, then we'll be there. In particular, the kind of the higher speed corners, turn 5, and then basically from the corkscrew down. We were struggling in rainy curve, and then turn 10. And those are areas of the track where if we can make the bike better, the lap time can be night and day. I mean, we can definitely drop 2-3 tenths like a blink of an eye. So we just, like I said, we got to find that, and that's what, knowing this track as much as I know, with the feeling I have with the bike, I know that if we can fix it, it's going to be there. We've got to find it on the computer. We've got to come up with a good solution. But it's hard when you've got, you know, you have 3 different areas of the bike and the front end you can change of 4 different options. So that gives you've got 30 different possible scenarios you can do. So it's all about timing, picking the right one, and just finding a compromise, really. Sometimes the results, if it's a 5th place, a 4th place, a 3rd, or a 6th, whatever, the biggest difference from last year to this year is the gap to the front. The winning time to where I finished is minimum been cut in half, or I can see them at the end of the race on the same straightaway. So that's good. And last year, you know, we were only 15 seconds off the win here. So, you know, I'm quite confident we can, you know, we can cut even more distance, and that's been the biggest difference this year is sometimes, like I said, we had a 5th place last year, but we were 35 seconds back. And, you know, at Sachsenring last weekend, we finished 4th. We were only 13 seconds behind. So it's the gap from last year to the front has been cut significantly. These bikes, and it's good now we've got a superbike rider, Bostrom, riding one, and you know, he can tell you that from what people think they know about superbikes and even what I do know about superbikes and what it takes to win on one, these bikes are so different. I mean, they don't even, you know, Kenny Sr., he's ridden way a long time ago, but it was amazing some of the comments he said about them. I mean, they're not normal. You know, it's not a normal motorcycle, and it's like a Formula 1 car. It's like coming from, you know, doing the touring car championship and jumping in a Formula 1 car. I think that's the difference from the superbike to a MotoGP bike, and it's not bad. It's just a totally different. You've got to approach it differently with setup. You've got to ride it differently, and the feel of the bike to the rider is 100% different. So that's what a lot of people don't understand. You don't just jump on a MotoGP bike and go, man, this thing's awesome. If you're riding a bike that's set up to do a 1-minute 22 lap time and you're doing a 25 on it, it doesn't feel good at all. It feels horrible. But when you get it to that limit, you know, it's perfect. I mean, just riding in GPs, for one, a great thing. Riding for a factory team is a rider's dream, and then to win a MotoGP race is that's it. That's, you know, besides the title, you're at the top of the league, and you know, now at least I know we can do it. Might not win as many races as Jorge or Casey, or might not be quite as consistent in there, but I do know when the bike's right and I'm riding good that I'm fast enough to win a MotoGP race, and that's important. So now you just got to build on that confidence and keep going forward. So that win, like I said, answered a lot of questions. And even though Simoncelli and Lorenzo, they had their incident on the first lap, you know, Casey was right behind me, 3.5 second gap, and we were able to maintain that and then stretch it out. So that race was our race. We definitely had, we were the fastest one out there. It's the first time it's happened, you know, but I also know that it can happen, it's possible. So you just always stay positive, even on a day where you're half a second off, you know that just let's get the bike right, let's ride better, you know, you can't do it. So it's good for the confidence.